Here we are, Roma Cafe Gallery. Looking forward to checking out some products today. And we're going to be focusing a lot on Nokia, the company that was founded by two gentlemen, Fredrik Idstam and Leo Michelin, many years ago, all the way in Finland, where the HQ is. And of course, Nokia, they gave us one of the first ever mobile phones a long time ago. And who can forget the Nokia 3310? I think everybody had that. I know I did. Had a lot of fun with it. And I still think it's completely indestructible. Good memories, let's just put it that way. Anyhow, enough talk from out here. Sit on inside and start the show. In my hands is a candy bar phone, which is a very solid little device. It's also very cheap. And you know what? It'll get the job done as a phone is supposed to. Saying that, given its price, it's still full-on touchscreen. As you can see, I'm playing around with it with my fingers. And it's pretty nifty. I'm of course holding the Nokia Asha 501. Now this is a device that does not have 3G connection, let alone LTE, but of course has Edge. You'll rely on that, and Wi-Fi for you to connect onto your network as well. It's mainly catered for those that are new to mobile phones, perhaps the internet. They're not so well versed with it, let's put it that way. Perhaps those of the older generation as well, and perhaps people that are very clumsy with their phone. This is a very solid little device. It will feel secure even when you drop it. I'm quite happy with that because I tend to be quite clumsy myself. Now, on to the business part of this. So let's just see what this phone offers exactly. It's a standardized smaller screen, 3-inch, obviously as you can see rather small in my hands, TFT LCD screen, and it does the job. Like I mentioned, it is full-on touchscreen obviously. Now one thing I have not mentioned is this is a dual SIM phone as well. So supposing you go to another country and you want to pop in a SIM card whilst maintaining your own one, it should be quite easy to do that, or even maintain two numbers here within Malaysia. Never really played around with a dual SIM card, I'll be honest, but it's something which I'm quite looking forward to seeing, just to see exactly how it operates. Now, let's get down to it here, how the body lays out. As you can see there, we have the volume buttons, the rockers on the side right there, along with the power button. That is about it on the outside in terms of buttons. Here, there is no home button, it's just a back button. So when you open up an application, whatever it may be, and there are some applications like LinkedIn, eBuddy and so forth for you to use via the internet, just press back to go back to exactly where you were previously. So that's an interesting take on not having a home screen, just a back button and nothing else. Keeps it down to the bare basics, the bare minimum. As you can see right there, we got a port for charging, also connecting to your computer, and of course a headphone jack as well. I say that this phone might be catered to those that are slightly older or new, but it's also for the youth. That's why they have the headphone jack there. Plug in, listen to your music, and we'll touch on the speakers, etc. shortly. Alright, so I popped open the back just to show you exactly how things operate here. Everything you need goes here, obviously, and I'll tell you what, it took me a while to pop this open. It really is sturdily put on, so I'm quite happy with that. In terms of memory, it comes inbuilt with 128 megabytes. It's not really much, let's be honest, but then again, you do have a micro SD card slot here, so you can slot it in and obviously expand the memory. And it does come with a 4GB card inside the box, and right there you can see where your two SIMs go in and the micro SD as well. So I'm going to pop this back on. Haven't really talked about the battery. It's 1200 mAh, and you know what, with average use you could easily get 2 days out of this, and that's pretty nifty. 8 hours of continuous talk time on dual SIM cards running simultaneously as well. So obviously something which Nokia has maintained with their budget phones is the battery life, and that has no difference when it comes to this. Absolutely astounding. I'm quite impressed with that, especially this day and age where sometimes I find myself charging my phone every 12 hours, every 10 hours, maybe even every 8 hours. That's how bad it can get sometimes, depending on how heavy a user you are. The camera, not too much to shout about. There's no LED flash or anything, and we're talking 3.15 megapixels. But then again, it is a budget phone. You have to remember that. That's exactly what you get when you're paying for it. But it'll get the job done. The software which comes with the camera though is, all right, not too bad. It's quite useful, let's put it that way. So I'm impressed on that front, it has to be said. So what I think about this in closing, like I said, it knows its place, it knows who it's going to cater to. First-time users, maybe someone who's a bit older, maybe someone who's a teenager who might be a little bit clumsy and drop the phone like such. And it does the job in every aspect for its intended target market. It's key to remember that. Don't take anything away from this little phone that could, though. It's like that little story, the little train that could, you know it? No, never mind, anyhow. It's almost trying to emulate a bigger smartphone like say the Lumia or something, and it does an admirable job, even down to the apps where you can play FIFA rather than emulation of it, or The Sims, or Need for Speed. I had a lot of fun with this, I have to say, and it's a good device if you're just going to be, say, social networking, or perhaps you'll keep it in your car as a backup device, because given the price being slightly less than 300 ringgit, I can see no reason why not to.